The 100 resilience is just because of the change that was just made. They tied resilience to how much damage reduction you get, and tier 10 is 40% damage reduction, which in my opinion is one of the biggest changes Destiny 2 has ever seen. This is definitely not necessary in like day-to-day play. In Grandmasters and day 1 raids, this will be very important. Otherwise, you could just put your stats into intellect or strength. I went as high recovery as I could with 100 discipline as well, almost triple 100s. If you have better armor, you definitely could. I didn't have the greatest resilience armor. The recovery, you know, it's actually not entirely necessary with the amount of rifts we're going to be getting. It's actually quite crazy. The 100 discipline is pretty important. I mean, the 28-second grenade cooldown is awesome, especially with Starfire Particle. Obviously, we're going with fusion grenades. I will go over, you know, just some of the ability mods that I'm using, like Ashes to Assets. Your grenade kills give you super energy, impact induction. When you deal damage with a melee, you get grenade energy back. The resists are just for, you know, just whatever you're facing. And double bomber, that's also pretty important. You definitely do not need utility kickstart. Double bomber is very awesome. Okay, going with Wall of Radiance. Honestly, this exact same thing could be done on Dawnblade. Healing Rift, Burst Glide, Incinerator Snap. I think this is actually pretty cool. Fusion Grenades, obviously, with Starfire Particle. Touch of Flame is very important because the fusion grenades explode twice, and it actually chunks. Icarus Dash, this doesn't matter. You could do Icarus Dash or Heat Rises, it doesn't matter. Ember of Blistering is the first fragment. Defeating targets with Solar Ignition grants grenade energy. Basically, when you get a grenade kill, you get grenade energy back. Ember of Singeing, your class ability recharges faster when you scorch targets. This is absolutely crazy. I have never had this many rifts in any situation ever. It's ridiculous. Ember of Searing, defeating scorched targets grants melee energy, which ties well with the mod I had on my gauntlets. And Ember of Ashes, you apply more scorch stacks to targets. Now for the combat mods. First, I'm going with Elemental Ordnance. When you get a grenade kill, you spawn in a Solar Elemental Well because we're on a Solar subclass. Seeking Wells make the wells seek to me. Explosive Well Maker. Now, this works with your grenades, your melee, and also Wither Horde. Well of Ordnance. This is a pretty nice mod that I've actually never used because I have been maining Void 3.0. But when you pick up a Solar Elemental Well, you get even more grenade energy back. And then Bountiful Wells, you make 2 Elemental Wells for every 1 well you make. And I'm using a Demolitionist weapon, although in the gameplay you're going to see here at the end, I don't even fire a shot. So I just cast my well, and you'll see how quickly I get my super back with only tier 3 intellect and 1 copy of Ashes to Assets on. The Ember of Singeing is instantly giving my rift back on grenade hits, and by using my rift, I'm activating Bomber on my bond, it gives my grenades back. The impact induction on my gauntlet also allows my melee to give me grenade energy back, so my rift and melee is giving me grenades, and my grenades are giving me rift and super. I'm only at tier 3 intellect, and I don't even have Phoenix Particle on, and I'm this close to my super already.